Or where is it? Yeah, it's just where you are. There's a gate there they can jump over.
Well, the crews arrive with two appliances. Immediately, the officer in charge on the day requests a third to support, and is already requesting a recall, staged recall. Already he could identify that this was a major incident from a GFRS perspective.
So it was recalling officers who were not on shift?
Absolutely, yeah. The fire was fully developed on arrival, so you could see that it had been brewing for a while. And the problem with that is in the silent towers is there's nobody walking about. So it takes longer to identify this, and it could be someone at home who smells burning, and the call came in as a smell of burning coal. And they simply just wake up and see what's going on. So that's when we get notified, and unfortunately it was fully developed, and that is why the extent of the damage to the premises.
Sure. So the middle of the night, it had been ablaze for a while. We don't know how long.
Yes, there is an investigation on the way, and in collaboration with the RGP, trying to identify obviously the origin and how it could have been caused. Cannot go into too much detail at the moment. As I said, that's underway. But immediately the officer in charge took a defensive approach. I mean, this is the normal approach for any kind of incident, is control it, get it under control, avoid the escalation, and then slowly start to move in and basically extinguish it. The curveball to that is that later on we identify a different burn, a different seat, isolated from the main building. So that stretches your resources. So immediately he asked for a fourth fire appliances, and that's 16 firefighters committed at the same time at the scene. So that brings a completely different challenge to you. You've got to split your resources and see how you can manage that. So the work that the guys did was amazing.
How long did it take them to actually extinguish the flames?
It was controlled within 30 minutes. Within a good half hour, that was under control, extinguished within the hour. Bearing in mind that there's always pockets of fire and you need to cool it down. So you can control it, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's fully extinguished and there isn't a danger of reignition. These are buildings that have voids, roof voids that connect from one compartment to another, so it can easily spread if you are not careful enough. I have to commend all those involved. And I also want to take this opportunity to thank the RGP for their support on the night. The collaboration between both services was incredible, and they assisted on the day, observing other areas where, and this is how we located the second seat within the premises.
And you said that it was a fairly risky incident to deal with, no?
Well, absolutely. I mean, when you get to a fully developed incident like that, then you have to think of other issues, whether the structure is already damaged, the amount of heat that is accumulating within the compartments as well. So it poses different risks to the incident commander. So what we do is, as I said before, control it, gives you a bit more time to assess the situation, assess the risks and how much risk we want to our firefighters to be exposed to, and then start moving in slowly, limiting the risk, but at the same time, as you know, fire burns and there's always going to be that element of risk.
You've mentioned that there's an investigation underway and you won't be able to comment too much, but you can confirm that foul play is a possibility?
There is a suspicion of foul play. The main reason being we've got two burns within the same premises, so there is a suspicion of foul play, and it is incredibly sad, to be honest, that after the challenges that our kids have been through during the pandemic, once they go back to normal, start getting together with their friends, their teachers and so on, we are seen with this kind of disgraceful incident if we do prove that there has been foul play. Mm-hmm. But nevertheless, without going into too much detail on that, there is an investigation underway. We are working very closely with the RGP, and hopefully we'll get to a conclusion sooner rather than later.